2, 1. Oh, all engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Now, let's start here. Let's start with Cream. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. All right, let's just go at this straight up. I am not one of those individuals who just see or believe or perceive one side of a story. You understand? I have a lot of individuals who I do respect, who I do connect with, who actually have a lot of conflict or horror stories when it comes to the Cream team. But with that being said, now listen to me. I believe, and many of us believe, that Vechain would not be Vechain without the Cream team. Again, I'll say that again. That Vechain would not be the Vechain that you strongly like, and the reasons why you like them, all these powerful connections, all these powerful partnerships. I believe, and many of us believe, Vechain would not be there without the help of the Cream team. Okay, so some of you might be like, oh, they got to him. No, nobody got to me, man. Nobody got to me. All right? It's just be mature. And listen, have I been burned? Could have been through some of the things that I've just spoke about? Possibly. But who cares? This is business. And some of the things that maybe they chose to do that could have affected some of my capital? Possibly. But this is business, right? So let's get beyond that. All right? Let's get beyond that. If I can get beyond it, we all can get, and let me be honest, okay? Hey, listen, you're on my channel, Vechain community. I'll be the first one that I received some interesting stories, and then I started putting out some subliminal messages, even in my first private secret Telegram group, and I was putting some things out. It's kind of nonsensical now that I think about it. But let's just get beyond that. I just, listen, for every story, there's another side of the story as well, all right? So there's two sides to stories. And listen, I have people in my crypto inner circle who have conflict still, yet there's still a respect, all right, and an understanding about the Vechain that we like and know and perceive to be what it is. Partnerships that keep coming, and reasons why Vechain has a lot of influence, and again, connections. It does tilt to the Cream Fembucci. It does tilt that way. Okay, so just to understand it. Now, we're going to keep on going here, right? We're not stopping. On to the Vechain projects, such as Ocean X, Safe Haven, Player, ones that are up and coming, like Plan Chain. This is just now for the Vechain community and for Vechain to listen up. And now listen, Vechain community, you have a voice. Believe me when I say this, that your voice is powerful. And for those of you who are invested into projects or looking to get into projects that are coming from the Vechain ecosystem, you guys have a voice, all right? And then I'll get into the projects first, but I believe, and I have a voice, okay? And I believe, and I understand that Vechain has a lot of things going on. Listen, I don't think there's a bigger Vechain bull out there than myself, okay? I've even got into some earlier. I'm a changed man now, but I even got into some conflicts with some of my family members when it comes to Vechain. Hey, because at the end of the day, we're talking about money here, right? We're talking about money, and you tell some people, and they're like, hey, and then they take some shots at you. But again, I'm a different man now. But I'm just trying to let you know, I'm trying to be transparent as much as possible. That this is a bit serious. We're not talking about a cult here. We're talking about our money and returns on investment, and again, talking about certain projects that are coming from the Vechain ecosystem. Again, Vechain can be very, very busy doing what they're doing, okay? And that's bullish because they have a lot on their table, right? They have a lot of things that they're doing, but hey, let's not forget about the projects that are in your ecosystem. Let's not forget about certain promises that were made for certain projects. All right, so I'm even standing up for some projects that are coming from the Vechain ecosystem. I'm not saying that there's some conflict here. I'm just saying that why don't we, create a team? And when I say we, excuse me, why doesn't Vechain create a team just that's designated just to the Vechain projects that are coming from the ecosystem. Now, as a community, if you pick up on this and you're big on projects like Player or Ocean EX or Safe Haven, I mentioned like a Plan Chain. And you really want these to be successful, and I think because it does carry the name Vechain, it is tied in. I believe that Vechain should again designate a specific team to these projects to assist them in as much as they can, more than what they're doing right now. More than what they're doing right now. And again, now we go back to the Cream. I don't think it's Cream's job or the team's job to help, to go the extra mile for these projects. So whatever happened. Let's put that water under the bridge. I know some of you might be like, oh, now he's a Cream Team fanboy. No, I'm a Vechain bull. I want Vechain to continue flourishing, and I believe they will. And to me, it's a no-brainer. All right, everything that's going on. I'm now talking about the projects, right, that are coming from the Vechain ecosystem. And let's just be honest here. I mean, it makes Vechain kind of look a little silly. Some of the things that happen, and they have to target this, and assist, and kind of like, you can't be like an ostrich and put your head in the sand and say, this, nothing's going on here. There should be some funds that should go into some of these projects, right? There should be some assistance, some team help that go into these projects, some marketing, some more help in whatever capacity. And not only that, for those Vechain holders who did invest and who are still investing and who still hold some of these projects, these Vechain projects, and names that maybe I haven't even named, but these are more of the ones that people are excited about. But I think it's not the responsibility, because responsibility I think is a little bit too much, but out of consideration, for not only the Vechain holders, but the Vechain projects that are, part of the ecosystem, such as a Safe Haven, Player. I've named them already. Ocean EX, Plan Chains, a DBET, whatever, to kind of like go back and see, hey, how can we make this stronger? And if that is currently happening, be transparent. Put out a medium. Put out a something that we know that Vechain is still behind these projects, and they're going to do some of the things that they said they were going to do, and we can get behind these projects, because I think the unity is very important. And again, there's Vechain holders who got into a lot of these projects believing that Vechain would be a backbone, and I believe a lot of these projects as well, the crypto heads, the people in charge of these projects are looking to, saying, hey, Vechain, you're the motherboard here, you're the leader. Don't forget about us. I know you got a lot on your table. I know you got a lot of success, a lot of prosperity, a lot of great things happening. But hey, let's not forget about us, and help us out. And again, there's a lot of people who did invest and who are still investing in crypto in Vechain crypto projects, part of that ecosystem, that would love to see some kind of voice, something that shows that Vechain is still there working with these projects. Again, Vechain community, you guys have a voice. So this video is for you guys to, if you really care about these projects and have currently invested or have invested and hold some of these coins, and you want to see some results, some positive feedback, anything, then you know what? Start speaking up a little bit. Ask, demand a little bit. So again, even with this video, maybe post it up everywhere and start on Twitter, on Reddit, wherever it is, because this is just my voice, dude. This is just something I see. When I look at Vechain, I know what they are, okay? When I look at Vechain, I see success, all right? And let me just do a recap and a summary here, okay, of what I'm trying to get through here, okay? First, starting with Cream, I think, and I believe from my knowledge, that Vechain, the Vechain that we like, the Vechain that we're very bullish about, would not be Vechain without the Cream team. All right, so there could be a lot of negative things you want to say about Cream and this and that. I understand. Again, I understand. I possibly got burned. I understand. But the Vechain that we like, the Vechain that we're very bullish about, and all these powerful connections, again, I've already shared with you and explained that a lot of that credit does belong to the Cream team. All right. Also, now the crypto projects that came probably from Cream, and whatever happened. Okay, so be it. But let's move on past that. Vechain, if you have some of those funds that we believe you do have, and you have assistance, maybe you can create a team designated for these projects. And I'm not saying that they do need them, but it would be of a big help to help these projects as much as they can, because, again, in your Vechain wallet, you see a lot of these names. And how does it look when some of these projects are just, they look like they're neglected from Vechain, or something's going on? How does it look onto Vechain? The name Vechain, right? I mean, because when you think about Player, you're still going to, it still has that Vechain name to it, because it's part of that Vechain ecosystem. When you look at Safe Haven, Vechain, unless it's separated. But when I look at that wallet again, I see tokens like DBET, Shay, Safe Haven, Player, OceanEX, right? It still looks towards Vechain. So, again, I believe there should be more help for these crypto projects. And I'm not saying that they're crying out for help. It should just be something that happens organically, naturally, and there should be a flow that when I get into a project like Player, I know, hey, it's strongly backed by Vechain. And if it's not, let's put the word out, right? Safe Haven. Safe Haven's doing some great things. I almost got in trouble because of the Digibyte news and a long time ago, but they're doing some great things. They're doing some great things, yet they still get knocked for certain, stories and this and that, and I can understand. But that's what I'm trying to talk about. Let's bring some clarity, and Vechain can do that. And if you're big on these projects as a community, make your voice known and put it out there. And this is one way, through this video. Post it up, talk about it, get it out to the Vechain team. Believe me, they hear and they listen. I'll say that again. Believe me, they hear and they listen. And also, again, the most important part of this video, and I'm not trying to get too strange or too cultish, if that's even a word for, with Vechain, but just to bring unity back into it. Again, there's nothing wrong with Vechain. Vechain is a monster. Vechain's doing some great things. I'm the one, that's been telling you that in the next 10 years, you're going to be talking about Ethereum and you're going to be talking about Vechain. All right? But I'm just trying to bring more unity to this great business that we know as Vechain and the ecosystem, which I do root for as well. If there could be just more unity, more help, financial help, assistance towards technical help in any kind of way for the crypto, for the Vechain projects that are part of the ecosystem, and for the community to stand up, not with harsh criticism, not in division, but with civility, and speak up and say, hey, what's going on with these projects? And let's focus on some of these projects and let's bring them up. Let's help. As Vechain goes, so do these projects go, and they might take offense to that, but we got to let go of pride and just say, hey, Vechain, where you at, buddy? Let's go. Let's help, and let's work together. Let's make things stronger. And there's no reason why OceanEX shouldn't be the next Binance. And I'm not saying that OceanEX is calling out for Vechain's help. I'm sure there's a lot of great relationships between OceanEX and Vechain. But why can't OceanEX be the next Binance? Why can't Player be the crypto for esports? Vechain has a lot of power, right? But and Safe Haven and whatever, a plan chain that's coming up. I'm just saying there's a lot of potential in the ecosystem, and I just would love to see the whole Vechain ecosystem as a whole just flourish and prosper and be successful. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you who have Player tokens or Shay tokens or OCE tokens or Hacking now, you would love to see some more. I should put it like this: you would love to see more of a voice, more results coming from Vechain. And again, it's not their responsibility, but to see more action and more clarity to know what Vechain is doing. And there's, supposedly there was $500 million. I'm not going to get into that. But hey, would be kind of a blessing to see some all kinds of help. I'm not going to just say financial, but all kinds of assistance to these projects. And it would be fun as an ecosystem. And I think if the whole ecosystem is just flourishing, it not only is bullish for those projects, but it just makes Vechain look even more spectacular. All right, guys, I didn't want this video to go way too long. I hope my message came out the way I wanted it to. Basically, bring unity to the Vechain ecosystem. All right, guys, stay blessed, be blessed. You already know.